Na 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 na. Hey hey. Na 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 na. Right, enough of that. It's too bad. I can't force it upon you. I'm back. Kia ora. Kiwi crocheter, Elaine. Did I say crocheter there or crocheter? Can't remember. Well, you know what I meant. Right, these are going to be domestic purchases, acquisitions. So some of them, although they're actually made overseas, I did purchase them locally, which meant I didn't have to wait 3 months for them to be delivered, which is always a plus. And majority of them are from Spotlight, our big box store here, which I'm sure you'll all start to be familiar with, because I'm sure I should be buying shares in that company, or my husband probably already has shares in that. So I will start with some yarn I bought, and this is yarn I've never had before. Well, 2 of them are, and I saw Pat, my friend, subscribing friend in Melbourne, had bought this. So it's latte cakes, never had it before. And Mel, Colours of the Outback, who's in Perth, Australia, she'd bought them, and I thought, you know, being a compulsive shopper, I was quite surprised I hadn't had it. So Spotlight had another 30% off. I thought, I'm getting it. So I bought this one. Now, persimmon blue. Well, I love persimmons. Although I have to say, the persimmon tree we used to have in one of our gardens didn't look that colour. Inside or out, it didn't look that colour. But it doesn't matter, I still think it's a nice name. And it's just lovely. It's got green, blues, that kind of dark peach. I think it's really pretty, and I've never felt anything so soft in all my life. And guess what? I think I'm going to make another C2C. Join as you go. Although I'm wondering if that comes off, because I wear a lot of black. Am I going to go out looking like a Persian cat's just sat on my knee? Not a good look. So I got that one. I think that's really pretty. Now I'll tell you the dates, although I'm sure I was probably the only person in the southern hemisphere that hadn't bought this. It's 250 grams, 530 yards, 485 metres. It's a 5. It's probably, looks like a 4, but I suppose the halo makes it a 5. And it says use a 6.5mm hook. Okay, I will. Who knows, I might even be brave and use a 7. We'll see. So that one, persimmon blue. I also got velvet teal. Isn't that nice? So that's got, I suppose that's teal, a light teal, eh? Because it looks more green and blue. It looks very much like the Mandala Ombre one that I used when I made Urban Yarn Gary's Festive Dragon shawl. But this is beautiful too. What else? What other? Oh, this colour. And that is blueberry. That makes me hungry. Now, that is really pretty. So it's kind of like a cornflower blue, a very pale blue, kind of fading into, it looks like pale grey, but it's maybe a blue grey. I like that. I think if I do make the blanket, maybe that. I think. And we can all be covered in cat hair together, because I'll make my husband sit under it too. Although he always wears shorts and flip-flops, so I doubt if the fluff will stick to him. And this is the last one. I don't know if I like this. Now I think I bought 4 of each. Don't know if I like this one. Red macaron. Now, Red macaron. I love well, I quite like macarons. I don't think that looks like red macaron. I look at that and no, I'm sorry. That's not red macaron to me. First of all, it doesn't look French. Secondly, it's got rusts and browns in it. Now, it probably will go on my sofa if I wanted to, but I don't know what I'm going to do with this. We'll see. When I've got 1,000 subscribers, I might give it away. Oh, mind you, haven't said that at the moment. I can't. Oh, I sent the prize, you know, finally all my little stitch markers came, and I sent the stitch markers in my little bag, notions pouch, off to Crochet Me Lovely in Texas, I think it was. You'd think I was sending something that weighed about, I don't know, 10 pounds, 5 kilos, something. It wasn't cheap, and it was a little. So for all you rich ones that do international competitions, I might be having to stick to my neck of the woods for a while. Having said that, I probably won't. So that was my first ever purchase of latte cakes. Not being used yet, but I do plan on using them. Then I got skinny cakes. Again, I think it was 3 of each of these I got. I'm not fussed on the colours. They're all right, but I don't know, they're not wowing me, shall we say. Well, that's not very neat, is it? That's probably me sticking it though in a cupboard. I'm sure it looked better than that when I got it. So these skinny cakes, again, I'm teaching my granny to suck eggs, because I'm the only person that didn't have them. So that's blueberry pudding, cute name. 250 grams, 795 yards, 727 metres. So it's got kind of like plum, royal blue, cream, and a grey. And a purple, now that I look at it. It's alright. 100% acrylic, I think. Feels in it, yeah, 100% acrylic. It's nice, but I probably won't buy them again. And this one, I think I probably like more, even though it's got yellow in it, and I'm not a yellow fan at all. This one is called Citron Fizz. Again, that does not scream Citron Fizz to me. I thought it was going to be a bit more neon, but it's not. So it's all right, don't get me wrong. I sound like I'm a whinger, but I'm not. There's so many yarn out there that makes me, you know, weak at the knees. These two aren't, but they still feel lovely. Right, now, do you remember I was making this weird bright, which I got really good comments about. Lots of people loved the virus blanket. I'd never done the virus shawl or virus stitch, so I thought, let's do a blanket. So it's not finished because that was 3 cakes I ran out. So I said I would buy more the next sale. It's on sale, I bought another 3. I'm not sure it'll be enough, but I mean, they're not reduced by that. 30% off, but still expensive, I think, considering it's acrylic. But I got it. This is the Happy. And I suppose it does make you happy, eh? So I got that, 3 of that. And I got another 3 of, what was this? Mantra. I like this one. I think this is really pretty. Again, it's the blues. I'm going to have to stop buying everything blue. Got that. Love it. No idea what I'm making with it. But I had 2 left over. I'd used 1, got 2, and I bought another 3. So I can make something considerable. And I bought 2 of these cairn cakes in the colourway Mixed Berry. I like that. Isn't it funny how you like some colours and you don't? I think it's amazing, really. Like Crystal Bagaday loves brown. Brown makes me go, Unless it's like beautiful tan leather, Italian preferably, and smells divine and soft as anything. So there's this, let's see, 200 grams, which you could probably spout off yourselves, 383 yards, 350 metres, 80% acrylic, oh, 20% wool. I never knew that. Oh, I did know that. My first C2C I made was out of this. Different colour though. And first time I've ever bought this, mandala. There's a dog trying to get in. 150 grams, 540 metres, 590 yards, 100% acrylic. My eyes went wonky there. I thought that said 200% acrylic. Duh. Oh, that looks pretty when you see it like that, don't you? Hey, stop it. Scratching the door. And does have a hook size, but I can't read it. I'll put it up. Might not even be readable for you, but there we go. So I think that's all the yarn I've got, but I've got something else which I thought I would never do, because it wasn't even that long ago I said I didn't want to do it. Something I used to do. This is the colour of yarn I'm using. I've got 3 of these, and it's called Pure, and it's Mandala Ombre, which I love the feel of. Even though it's 100% acrylic, it feels velvety. It's just amazing. And look, we've got to get it set. It's knitting! I'm doing one of those hitchhikers. I haven't knit. I was trying to think the last time I knitted. My son's 19, and when I was pregnant, I made him a cardie, which I don't think I even finished. I think I found it, and I'd finished it, but I hadn't sewn it together. So it's just knit. So what's that? Garter stitch? I don't even know the names of the stitches. And this is what I started. I just started it the other day. I'm just doing a little bit in between all my other bits. But I thought I watched a video, don't know why, or a vlog, or a podcast. Oops, dropping bits. And it was about speed knitting and or continental knitting, and I thought I want to do that. So I bought Chiaogoo set. And I bought the complete set because I thought, oh, it'll do me for years, do you know? So comes with all this, comes with your cables and your little tools that you need, and stitch markers, which completely threw me. I thought, how can I use that? It doesn't have an open and close. Of course, I'm thinking crochet. Also comes with a needle gauge, which I have anyway. So I got this. Then I was looking at it and reading the blurb that came, and it said it didn't come with all the needles you need, even despite saying it was a complete set. So it was missing a 3mm, a 7mm and a 7.5, so I bought them to add in. So I'll add it in. Now yesterday, so I started off my knitting just to get myself going. I'd never used circulars in the whole of my puff. No idea. So I thought I'll start off with like English knitting or whatever, traditional knitting. I'll start off doing that first, and then I'll move on to continental. Watched umpteen videos. I think it was Fibre Expression Arts, something like that. I think she was the one I liked the best. And I thought I'll do it. Well, it was a nightmare. It went from like my normal tension, you know, it went from that to that. I was like, oh. And I kept dropping stitches and you name it, I did it. So I'm going to finish this in traditional knitting. And then I'm going to have a practice piece, and one of the tutorials I watched did say you have to practice with a whole cake of yarn and be prepared to frog it, because there's no point making something as your first piece because it's going to be yuck, and it was. And yet I've watched those people and their knitting is gorgeous. It just looks normal. So I'm going to do it and I'm going to learn it, but it might take a long time. And meanwhile, I'll do this. And this is so plain, you know. Oh yeah, funnily enough though, my husband was laughing his head off because I've never used the circulars. And when when I'm like finished a row, I kept dropping one, or not swapping it round and looking for the needle to stick the other one under my arm, forgetting it was attached to the other one. I don't know how many times I looked for my other knitting needle. So this in itself is a learning curve, but I think I'm going to like it. I think I am. And it's just, I mean, who wants to stick with one hobby when you can have 72 and be a jack of all trades, master of none? That's me. So there we go. So that's 3 videos I've made back to back. You might not see me again till after Christmas, but no, I am going to make an effort. I promise. Oh God, I'll just pick up the bits I've dropped. Oh yeah, I'll just quickly show you something else that I got. Now I actually got it second hand, but, well, not, like on eBay. So it was not from a shop, it was someone selling it and they'd got it and never ever used it. But it's got all my bits and bobs in it. And I got it for $20, and I'm sure it would have cost a lot more. It's metal and it's got loads of pockets. So I have every single thing that I need. Like, I got this free from Dan Good Yarn. I didn't buy yarn, I bought those sarongs. I look ridiculous in them, I'm too short. I bought these hair ties. They were 6 for 95 cents. And they're meant to be good for keeping your yarn together. So I bought a load of them and stuck them in there. Keep forgetting I've got them though. And I've got, I keep got little clipboard, notepads, just lots of wee bits, ruler, tape measure, you name it, it's in there. Snips, big scissors that I can't fit in my little pouches. So this is, I know in here there will be something that what I'm needing will be in there. I even bought this. I think you wind your yarn around it and it tells you what ply it is or whatever it is. Do you know if you've got a ball of yarn like that? Oh, what if that is that a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6? You wind it round, and the amount of times it winds round tell you. I've never ever used it, but I thought it looked cute and it was handmade. How sweet. Oh, and I did get something else handmade. Hang on. Whoa. See this? This is my yarn cupboard, work in progress. It's ancient. You should see it's all carved and got a big fancy top and bottom, but you're not getting to see it until it's all been done up. I got this for making tassels, and again it was made locally by someone, and I thought that was cute. It was made by Kohitiata Craft. So, and last few things, Mary Maxim kit, Mary Maxim kit, Mary Maxim kit, Mary Maxim kit. Now, I'm not going to go into details about those kits because honestly you can find them. I'll tell you what they are. One is ooh, weird. that doesn't have the... Normally it has a thing that tells you, do you know, what month it is and what knitting, what... Oh, there we go. It's 2010K. That's October knitting. This one is September crochet. This one is October crochet. This one is September crochet. And there's that other one that it was knit, but I made into the fibre. Oh, I remember, what is it? Fibre Spider Mobius shawl. Remembered. That's it. So it was knit. And at that point, I thought, I've no knitting needles. Well, I do, but I don't know where they are. 20 years. I've moved house 3 times in that time. So that was a knit thing. So I made the equivalent in the crochet, which I love. Right, that's me. I'm off. It's probably about 4:30 or 4 o'clock or something, so I'll have to have a think about what's for tea and have a think about what else I can waste my money on. My husband must... Oh, do you know something? He's bald. Well, he's got a little bit of fluff left. No wonder. Married to me for over 20 years. Okay, I'm off. Cheerio. And... please ask me anything you want, and if I can answer it, I will. Great to talk again. Cheerio, bye!